Hello everyone, and welcome to today's Iskraemeco webinar. Thank you for taking your time and joining us for the launch of new Iskraemeco solution, Digital Grid. Presentation will last approximately 35 minutes. We'll be running live Q&As at the end of the webinar. So we have enabled our Ask and Question feature. It's on the right side of your screen. So if you have any question, just pop them in there. And if you miss anything, don't worry, a recorded version of this webinar will be available. I would also like to introduce today's presenter. Temida Novak works in Iskraemeco for almost 7 years. She started as a technical instructor, preparing and performing the technical trainings for the customers. And last 2 years, she works as solution engineer in a solution and delivery department, where she's responsible for preparing solution architecture and delivery. And from the beginning, she's a part of digital grid solution team in Iskraemeco. So let's start. Temida, the word is yours, please.
Thank you, Alinka. A warm welcome also from my side. This morning, when I received attendance list from Alinka, I saw that you come from different fields and have different occupations. Most of you probably know our company very well, but some of you may not. So allow me first to introduce Iskraemeco in few words. Okay, sorry. This year we are proud to be celebrating 75 years in business. It's a milestone not many company achieves. In 75 years, Iskraemeco has successfully transformed from public product-oriented company to a smart solution provider with a mission to meet and fulfill customers' requirements, help them overcome their challenges and support their digital transformation. Today, Iskraemeco is a globally recognized brand with its solutions found in more than 80 countries worldwide. We have global reach and we earned worldwide recognition as trustworthy partner and solution provider. I have approximately 1,500 co-workers. We are all working to innovate, produce and make changes. We have knowledge hubs in Slovenia, in India and Egypt, and are highly investigating in IT, R&D and production. We have several regional manufacturing facilities and service hubs in different locations from Slovenia, Egypt, Malaysia, India to Argentina. This year we made big investment in the energy renovation of the management building and renovation of modernization of our production facilities. Over the years, we managed to more than double the business, up to 200 million euro. For more than 7 decades, we have been delivering quality products, solutions and services that make efficient energy use a reality for energy companies worldwide. Our portfolio of smart metering solutions let us predict future needs for efficient energy management. Digitalized solution based on IoT, data lakes, and smart cities give utilities the necessary data to manage energy use, anticipate demand, and optimize costs. It also helps customers act more sustainably while significantly lowering their energy bills. Today we are going to focus on the digital grid solution, but keep us following. We are preparing interesting webinar in the future with topics on this site. What I'm going to present you today. First, we will check general facts about digital grid. Then I'm going to present you Iskraemeco digital grid solution, which consists of 4 solutions: outage management, balancing, feeder control, and new telecontrol solution. So what makes grid digital? Digital grid are energy distribution networks that enable monitoring, communication, analyzing and control within supply chains to streamline resource consumption and expenditure and maximize reliability, transparency and oversight. Digital grid architecture typically features smart metering infrastructure, data centers, communication networks, SCADA system, monitoring systems, automation system, and several specifically tailored applications. The traditional grid system only provides one-way control over electricity power supply and consumption, but dynamic two-way management continuity of supply, for example, backup power sources and algorithms for best maintenance time at transformer station. Dynamic two-way management enables to use clean sources, which is booming nowadays. Digital grid is designed to maximize transparency of the energy supply chain and improve efficiency. Through sensors connected to the grid and various devices that capture near real-time data, then the monitoring of those data analysis and control capabilities that come with the modern digital technology greatly improve the reliability, safety, economics and sustainability of the production and distribution of electricity. Power demand has been growing rapidly in renewable energy power generation based distributed energy supply technology has become the development focus in the energy field. In this situation, grid companies have strong interest of improving energy efficiency in addition to strengthen the power supply and diversity of primary energy. To follow increasing energy demand of growing population, balance electricity supply and demand and resource losses, grid companies need to monitor network status indicators. The analysis of such indicators help them to improve the grid balance and therefore cut total operational costs. Other major grid company challenges may include electricity grid technical upgrade, for example, modernization of middle voltage and low voltage transformer stations, development of central management, increasing the network efficiency, improving power quality management, cutting energy losses, reducing power downs, outage time, and ensuring power supply reliability. Using Iskraemeco digital grid solution addresses major challenges of modern electricity producers, transmission and distribution system. Iskraemeco digital grid solution package combines an array of coordinated smart meters with communication modules, which are installed at all points of the grid, from generation to the consumption. Then there is software head-end system for smart metering, for alarms, event reporting, and also meter data service for analytics. The data from the smart meters are transmitted to the upper system, to the central application system to manage and store large amount of meteorological information for a precise overview of energy consumption, quick emergency event notification, power quality analysis and management, power load reporting, for example, power outage management, asset management, and combining data, collecting and combining all those data of smart meters from a large number of consumers installed at all points of the network gives the company deep insight into the network operating mode and energy balancing. This allowed the operator to detect network inefficiency, find unbilled consumption, for example, identify potentially dangerous grid sections to avoid emergencies at the peak. Iskraemeco digital grid solution portfolio empower us to deliver outage management, balancing solution, feeder control solution, and new telecontrol options. Solution consists of 3 pillars: hardware, software, and services. By hardware, electricity meters, communication modules, communication devices, precision meters. With software, we are talking about head-end system with basic MDM functionalities, which enables us to do online tariff adjustments, real-time meter data collection, load management, quality of supply and power quality, online meter and grid equipment management, and so on. Services, also services are important in the chain. So we are offering planning, deployment, support services, managed services, and training. So let's take a look each pillar more in detail. Smart energy meters with communication are installed at all points of the grid network, from generation to the consumption. In the solution, we are using 3 types of meter. MT880 high precision modular meter. This is precision multifunctional meter ideally suited for a large and mid-sized commercial and industrial application. It's designed to provide its user comprehensive functionality set. It's scalable and future-proof. It supports open standard DLMS and interoperable specification IDs. It provides accurate, stable, and anti-fraud design measurement system for operation in hard working environments. It has extended set of embedded smart grid functions with a lot of power quality capturing registers. It's distributed generation ready. There are 2 options. One is integrated and the second one is modular meter version. Then there is AM550 smart grid ready modular meter. This is Iskraemeco's current generation of smart meters, which is optimized for smart residential and mid-sized commercial environments and assures maximum flexibility with scalable and future-proof supported on open standard and interoperable specification. Again, supports DLMS and standard and IDs specification. It's optimized new metrology base with powerful measure of everything concept. It can use modular communication on wide area network and home area network interfaces. It has extended set of embedded smart grid functions. It has high-level security mechanism. It's flexible. It has flexible set of input and output options. Also, submetering is supported. The last one, but not the least one, this is Iskraemeco's next generation of energy IoT meters, which enable us to enter into the Internet of Things world in the energy sector and at the same time provide customer more flexibility and faster development of new features to improve energy efficiency, increasing in renewables, reducing environmental impacts, and introducing new technologies required by smart energy system. For example, smart grid, smart cities, e-mobility, and so on. Then there is software. SIP2W is a powerful tool for automatic collection and processing of smart metering data. It's modular and scalable. It features an array of head-end and basic meter data management functions with seamless integration into current IT infrastructure, customers are just a few clicks away from the most comprehensive and intuitive software suite a utility can use. To help you implement the solution, we are offering broad service portfolio, planning, analysis of customer infrastructure with customer involvement. We prepare proposal of optimal solution. Then there is deployment, complete solution from the installation to final testing, which is managed by our professional delivery managers. Then there are support services which detects errors on time, to avoid costly repairs, to maximize performance of the system, to minimize system downtime, and to avoid impact on operation. Then there are managed services. Nowadays, solution as a service become more and more requested. Basic software as a service and advanced business modules of managed services. Smart meter as a service and infrastructure as a services can be offered. Software can be hosted on private, public, or hybrid clouds. And then at the end, there are also trainings. We are offering trainings from beginner to master. Trainings are usually tailored according to customer needs and wishes. We offer train the trainer program. At the end, we can also provide you the certificates. Digital development brings better end customer experience, but also increasing needs for high-level security. New challenges arise when different systems communicate with each other. And security is one of our priorities when designing and implementing our Iskraemeco digital grid solution. We strive to prevent any kind of unauthorized access on all layers, on meter side, on the transport layer. We collaborate with customers when preparing security zones, offering key management system, and offer state-of-art end-to-end security solution. What are expected results and benefits for network operators? Improved reliability and energy efficiency of transmission and distribution networks, real-time power quality control, energy balancing, online monitoring on transformation loss. Also, reducing losses in the network is one of the benefits. According to our completed project with an electricity power transmission system operator, losses were reduced for 11% in 2 years. This is one real case situation. Then there is fast detection of network inefficiency and identification of potentially dangerous network sections to avoid emergency situation at the peak load time. There is improved network balances, reduction of outages. I have another example from the field. Before the implementation of the digital grid solution, the duration of outages was measured in hours, and after the implementation, the company switched to a different measurement. Outages are now measured in minutes, which is a very huge improvement. Also, improved operational efficiency, millions of data. There is only one access point to control grid conditions. This is really important. You don't need to have several databases, several systems, but there can be only one access point to control grid. Sustainability is our and your responsibility in order to create a better world for future generation. By knowing and understanding technologies, market demands, and global challenges, we are forming our digital grid solution to contribute to the sustainable financial and technical operation of grid companies. enabling them to fulfill its responsibility and exploit the potential of an energy efficiency to reduce CO2 footprint. Knowing that 75% of CO2 emissions, number is valid for Europe, arise from energy demand. And it's clear that energy efficiency is the key challenge to achieve CO2 footprint reduction in the world has committed to. Is the most important decade of our civilization. Iskraemeco, together with you and the whole value chain in the energy industry, are in the heart of the responsibility to develop effective solution where your joint actions can and must effectively preserve or improve the quality of life of future generations. We are in the middle of green and digital energy transformation where technology developed can take advantage of many now untapped opportunities of energy efficiency and with that significantly contribute to lowering CO2 footprint on the level of grid management and on the level of communities and end users. Iskraemeco views sustainability as philosophy that must be lived and embedded, not as a set of routines and guidelines to be followed as a thoughts. It's high time for drastic measures, and Iskraemeco holds itself, its supply chain, its partners, and in the industry as a whole accountable for sweeping progress. Our digital grid solutions are one of the areas where we can contribute to a better world by improving energy efficiency. Now let's focus on our 4 solutions. When we talk with our customers, their main challenges are to reduce outage time in the network, to avoid penalties which are defined by national regulations for non-predicted power downs. And the second challenge is to reduce technical and non-technical losses in the network. And before, in the past, power downs were detected when, for example, called the help desk in the distribution center and told them that she has no electricity. Today's goal is not only to detect power down, but already send engineer to the field before first person calls to the help center, help desk. In order to reduce losses and power outages, the grid company needs to receive near real-time information about network conditions. Are able to send last gasp alarm to report power down and then voltage normal notifications. Smart meters are also able to send other alarms, fraud attempts, events and actual status from the network from as many places as possible, from household, from feeders, from transformer stations. And in the solution, same standard for integration with the upper system is in together with load balancer solution, we achieve fast alarm sending, which is we can send up to 500 alarms per second. Combining data of all smart meters from a large number of customers, of consumers, give the company deep insight into the network operating mode, and this enables them to detect the network and find unbilled consumption, identify potentially dangerous grid sections. What are the benefits of this outage management solution? Improved reliability, energy efficiency of transmission and distribution networks, real-time power quality control, energy balancing, online monitoring. Then there's reducing losses in the network, detection of network inefficiency, reduction of outages. For example, one of our customers said that there is no more than one emergency shutdown per year per customer after implementing our outage management solution. 5 years ago, this value was averaged 4. With solution, we also support high-level security in all grid components, from the smart meter storage and analysis. There are also revenue improvements by identifying unbilled consumptions. Next solution is digital grid balancing. To balance electricity supply and demand, the grid companies needs to monitor network status indicators. The analysis of such indicators helps the utility to improve the grid balance and cut total operational costs. In addition to comprehensive set of standard power quality measurement and events, the Iskraemeco meters feature the following edge computing oriented power quality indicators. To balance electricity supply, company needs to get in-depth picture about network condition. And solution includes also power quality indicators. All data from the meters are then transmitted to the upper system, where data analytics is performed and KPIs are evaluated. How it works actually. Transformer stations are equipped with Iskraemeco MT880 smart balancing meter. Those or the status of the power network. If the damage or inefficiency are in one of the substations, the notification comes to the control center and employees are informed before expensive damages to the infrastructure occurs. The data from smart meters are then transmitted to the AMIS central application system once or several times per day to manage and store a large amount of meteorological information, for example, for precise overview, for quick emergency notification, detecting energy consumption, power quality management, and so on. And if we compare outage management solution with balancing solution, we can see that with first solution, we want to send data to the upper system as fast as possible. But in the second solution, new MT880 balancing meter captures and calculates more information on the meter side and then send information to the upper system. What are the benefits of balancing solution? Improved operational efficiency, millions of data on one access point to control grid conditions. This is really important. Optimized network assets, ensuring continuity of supply. Improved network balance, improved reliability and efficiency of network. Fast detection of network inefficiency, reduction of outages, and possible to predict network behavior. The next solution is feeder control solution. Utilities today require more power quality information at the feeder level to meet reliability regulations. Iskraemeco feeder control solution enables near real-time feeder monitoring and remote control of the feeders, and thus identifying potentially dangerous grid sections and avoid emergency at the peak load time. In the solution, we cover remote control and status monitoring of the feeder. For remote control, there are two options. Option one is controlling external disconnect unit via bistable relay integrated in the MT880 meter. This solution is used for small commercial customers. Option two is controlling contactor in the transformer station via remote telemetry unit using output toggle control solution. For sending monitoring status to the upper system, we are measuring instantaneous voltages and currents. Data together with alarms are sent via push functionality to the head-end system and are presented on the dashboard. As you can see, with each solution, we get involved on more levels and we can influence more points in the grid networks. What are the benefits? Feeder control solution brings near real-time monitoring of outages at substations, which can be seen also on dashboard. brings also high degree of reliability, improved traceability providers, better technical assessment of both real-time load condition as well as post-event analysis and documentation. What we are preparing in near future. TeleControl refers to the connection of devices spread out over a wide area and monitoring and controlling them via central control systems. To monitor them, operator needs secure and cost-effective access. In addition to classical challenges, a major problem arises with the transformation of network architecture into a more distributed architecture. Our solution starts from the field level and facilitates integration of various functions into DSO or end customer system. On the secondary market, our strategy includes integration of end customer data into DSO system, providing meters data to end customers via existing installations. TeleControl solution brings remote access of all devices. The important benefit is using only one measurement device of both measuring functionalities, billing and monitoring, and synergy with TeleControl installation brings lower cost and faster project realization. Other major grid company challenges may include faster reaction to network problems, a convenient approach to access consumption data, monitor and manage electricity use, optimized management, increased efficiency and energy savings, and also step toward centralized intelligence. The energy market is a highly dynamic place with many powerful factors of change. And when preparing solutions, we always first try to understand our customers' challenges and together design tailored customer fit solutions. If you would like to learn more or collaborate with us, do not hesitate to contact us. We will be thrilled to help you design and implement a custom comprehensive solution. At this point, I would like to thank you for your attention. Now we can go to questions.
Thank you, Temida, for your presentation. And as you said, I suggest that we go to questions. We already got two. Mr. Victor is asking, could you please clarify how the communication happens between the edge and head ends? What's the medium? And how do you secure the communication?
Yes, between meter and between the head end system, the meter usually use communication module. In the communication module, Iskraemeco meters are modular meters, which means that communication can be changed. So it means that you don't need several different meters for different types of communication, but you can use one meter and just change communication module, and this is how you change also the communication. Of course, some settings inside of the meter needs to be changed, but you can use only one meter. So the communication goes from the meter to the head end system. Which communications we can use? There is 4G, 3G communication, LTE communication, narrowband IoT communication, G3PLC communication, and so on. So for the securing the data transfer, we are using high-level security, which means that inside of the meter is authentication key and encryption key. So with those two keys, keys are securely stored in secure storage inside of the meter. Also on the head end system side, those keys needs to be in use for secure storage of keys from the meter, we are using key management system. And this is how we secure data transfer from the meter side to the head-end system.
Okay, thank you. And I think that next question is quite similar. So which kind of communications are used for stream the data in real time to the HES?
Yes, here we are not talking about real time, here we are talking about near real time. So how we get this near real time? So for the near real time, we are using push functionality, which means that as soon as, I don't know, for example, alarm situation appears, alarm is stored, is ticked on the meter side, and push on functionality send this alarm to the upper system. So sending notification for sending data, especially alarms, we are using push functionality. So this is how we achieved almost near real-time communication.
Okay. And one more question regarding communication. The question is, when it comes to communication, also you have some fallbacks options.
Meter, of course, can send information to the upper systems, to the head-end system, but also from the HES side, we can, or from the upper system, we can change things on the meter side. We can, for example, change the tariff. We can, for example, execute schedule reading. We can, for example, perform disconnect, reconnect options, and so on. So there is actually two-way communication.
Okay, and we got one really interesting question. What's the biggest challenges? What are the biggest challenges in deployment of the digital grid?
The biggest challenge, actually, first we talk with the customer to see what are the pain points, what are their pain points, and then the most important thing for us is to change to use existing equipment if possible, to do as less changes as possible. But then, of course, usually we send. It depends, actually, if we have also head-end solution together with the meters. We first prepare the architecture, then later on we send the requirements, what needs to be prepared on the customer side, and then we start deployment of everything. So the biggest challenge. It's to establish the communication, I would say, because for establishing communication with the head-end system, you need to cooperate also with the mobile operators and so on. So there is not just that I would decide that I would like to have meters and communicate with head-end system, but we need to include also other companies to collaborate with us, that we are successful at the end.
Okay, so, and I think we have a few more minutes, so let's answer to one more question, and that is, do communication models contain watchdog timer?
Yes.
Okay. Since we didn't get any other questions, I think that was quite detailed in her presentation. So I would thank you for your time. I'm sure that you have gained a lot of new informations, and in following days we will send you presentations and link to recorded webinar. and also the contact of digital grid team, so they can answer questions. And since it's already that time of the year, I would wish you a happy and prosperous new year, and above all, of course, healthy one, on behalf of whole Iskraemeco team. So thank you again, and bye-bye.